So the purpose of this meeting is three things, guys. So I want to share my vision and what I think I can do with Alderbrook Golf Course. I want to share my financial needs and have a project to make it go forward. And the result of the meeting either will be, hey, we're going to make this work, or it's not going to happen. Okay. So what I want to remember when they're going to have a funeral for me, what I want to be remembered most of is I want to be remembered for my family, my character, and my values. Okay. Secondly, I'd like to put a signature on Alderbrook Golf Course. This farm, you've seen what I've been able to do in 20 years. It's privilege what I think what we can do with the Alderbrook Golf Course. It's an amazing piece of property, and the last 2 months I've read probably 20 golf books on golf management, on golf course architecture, and when you see pictures of Augusta National, that golf course with stone bridges and flowers in the background, that's what I envision for Alderbrook Golf Course. Got 20 good years left of me, and I really want to spend it up there. Okay? And by the way, 2024, Alderbrook is 100 years old. So marking people out there, that's gold. Okay? There's nothing more important than not being 100 years old the second year you even have this. Okay? So our goals, okay, is to operate a well-managed 18-hole golf course that can attract golfers from 2 hours away or more. Okay? Tillamook is not going to sustain us as a golf course. It's going to take more than just golfers here in Tillamook. I have the goal of making this course playable by the spring of 2023. In order to do that, I need to get out there soon. We need to double the amount of golf played in the first year or two, and within 3 to 5 years, we need to triple the amount of golf played. That's still only 60% of the national average. Really want to focus on events. Okay, Alderbrook golf, gardens, and gatherings. What makes this destination spot is got to be more than just golf. Okay, as you can see, I've developed an event business here that provides very good income from this farm, and the events are essentially 80% income because you've already got the venue. So we need to add that income into our business. Weddings, parties, graduations, music festivals on the hillside. Can you imagine that amphitheater I could build with my concrete business? Graduations, special dinners. Build a pavilion on top there to hold weddings. So if it's raining, they're going to have overlooking the whole golf course, the whole bay, and you got a timber frame structure on top. When I was driving your restaurant, Donna I worked with last year. We have a running camp here in the summertime. She's got 185 people per week with really good quality food, and she's without a restaurant right now. And I believe that she's the right person to take over that restaurant, lease it from us, and do a really good job. And we want to have a place that provides good quality food at a reasonable price. I want to reimagine the landscaping to provide a colorful, welcome property where people drive by and flowering trees, hydrangeas. It kills me every time I drive by the golf course and see all those blackberries. Okay, this is the best time of year to spray blackberries. Okay, I can guarantee you that if it's not a nice, blackberries will be taken care of real quick. Okay, but all the other junk comes out, and you put in magnolias, flowering dogwoods, cherry, hydrangeas. Okay, people don't want to drive away from states away to see this place, see this farm, but they just can't. You can't let have events, and I have a farm. I have people. In the summertime, I have people. We almost have to have a security guard at the top of my place. Keep them from driving down here. Okay, and all they need to do is pay to play golf, and they can see the same thing. I want to make it more of a family activity center. Okay, I think we can carve out some places for a putting course. Either you take part of the driving range, maybe that's a good idea or bad idea, I don't know. Maybe put three putts here, a walking path with flowers, another three putts. So we need to make it family friendly, where we can attract families to come to dinner on a Sunday afternoon and spend a couple hours out on the golf course. One thing, we have a pumpkin patch, and I don't know if you've been to our pumpkin patch, but it's a lot different than other pumpkin patches. It's not the carnival atmosphere. People from out of town are starting to come to our pumpkin patch because they just want to come and have good, wholesome family fun. Okay, and think about it. I think in today's world, there's so much need for a place that people can recreate. People come with a bottle of wine or a lunch bag, and they sit there on our picnic tables and they spend all day on this farm. They need a place to recreate. So I want to make it family friendly and find a way to get more than just golfers involved in their property. The extra 20 acres on top, okay, is zoned rural residential. I've had a couple people, well, essentially my vision is that we may be able to have 1 or 2 holes up there and lengthen out the course somewhere else. If nothing else, it's a great botanical garden. When I think of YouTube gardens or Oregon garden, I'm restricted here to make money for this farm, right? If I have 20 acres of extra land that can be used just to make something very beautiful, I can attract people from states away who like a botanical garden. Okay? And for me, I'd much rather see that than houses. So in short, our vision is to restore and improve golf to respected course supported by a thriving restaurant and family activity center. Okay. So why am I the guy to get behind? Why am I the person that you should all get behind? Well, I want to tell you a story. Peter's actually in this story. My wife and I went to sign papers for this farm in 2020, I believe, and we're signing papers across Peter's desk, and he said something about like, we honestly didn't know there was closing costs. We just had enough money for the down payment, and we didn't know that there was closing costs in addition to that. That's how young and inexperienced we were when we bought this farm. Anyway, so we asked for this, asked for the closing costs. My wife and I are looking at each other white in the face because we know we don't necessarily have that money to cut it. But we wrote the check anyway. We come home. I've got a herd of elk out there in my vegetable crop. Really, my source of income to buy this farm. Okay. I remember, on the hillside up there, and just sobbing. When a 28, 29-year-old man just sobbing, like, man, this is so hard. Like, by the way, I tell a story every year when I can, okay, about making goals and having a vision, okay? But I had a vision for this place, and I persevered, and I got up, and one flower at a time, one plant at a time, we created this farm into what it is today. So I've been able to survive adversity because of my vision, okay? I've developed businesses across multiple state lines, shipped nationwide, do business internationally. I'm honest with people and I do what I say, and that's why people like doing business with me. Marketing skills, I was at a tourist banquet last week. I received an award. Dan Devlin said I was a brilliant marketer. I'm so honored I heard saying that. But that's one of the skills most needed for someone who runs this golf course. Again, in 2024, it's 100 years old. Let's get it from God. Agronomically, I've been growing things for the past 30 years, and I've learned a lot of things the hard way. Flowers grow back, so does grass. And by the way, Mike Layman's here, I think, right? He's agreed to be my mentor. We all know he did a great job with Babe Ruth, and I'm going to be allowed to help. Okay, I'm going to catch on quickly. I don't know if you guys noticed what I've done the last 2 years in the concrete business. But 2 years ago, when farmers weren't selling because of COVID, I was out here standing in concrete, got goosebumps, and now I'm internationally recognized for my concrete work. Okay, imagine all the concrete work I can do on the golf course. And that's all the things I've been doing the past 25 years sets me up for success at this golf course. And we've also developed an event business. People are flying in to rent this barn to get married. We've got people from Utah, North Dakota, and California. People are flying in all the time. So I know how to develop an event business. I can put Alderbrook Golf Course on my Hydrangea Ranch website right now, and I can be booking weddings for next spring. Okay. 1st of September, I had 25 kids out here racing, competing. I had 2,000 spectators. There's a mud pit right back there. So all my experience coaching, having running camp, all those things have prepared me for this moment. So, but ultimately, the last 10 years, I haven't been saving my money for a golf course, right? The last 3 years, I built this barn. It's 95% paid for a 3-year construction project. But essentially, I need a partner, or I need partners to make this happen. I believe I have a really solid business plan. I'd love to share it with someone. And I have 3 years of performance, so I think I really believe we can make this happen. But ultimately, it can't happen without a partner, without somebody up by my side to work with our vision to make this happen. With this partner, I'm prepared to work free for 5 years. I'm prepared to contribute $100,000 to $200,000 a year, and I will sink my heart into making this amazing golf course property. People will drive hours away to see. Additionally, we're in need of a community investment site. This also depends on the partner and what they might want to contribute. But I see a community side of investment as well. We play around a lot of scenarios, but ultimately, it's still kind of flexible. So we're kind of looking at selling lifetime memberships and finding a way that would be tax deductible through the YMCA. Obviously, we have to provide a legal structure for that to happen. We're not quite there yet. We've got to take one thing step at a time. But if we come out of this meeting like, hey, let's go, then that's what we'll get on to. Okay? I don't see Alderbrook coming back as a golf course in a year from now. I don't see Alderbrook coming back as a golf course this summer. Okay? So I was personally hoping not to be on there a month from now to have it ready for spring play. Every day that we get closer to winter, it's that much exponentially more expensive and harder to get something done in the winter time. Okay. Spring play allows you to take advantage of full advantage of annual memberships, selling some at Christmas time, and a full season of golf. I need $200,000 earnest money and have a year to raise $1.5 million. Okay. Monica and I will be putting in $100,000 day one to get equipment running, make some repairs, and buy the sand to make those greens fast. In order to proceed, I need everyone's support. Some of you may have some money, but others may not. This is what I need from you. I need people to golf. You need to tell your friends about golf. I need you guys to be an ambassador for Alderbrook Golf Course. That's the basic level. Okay, that's level one. I need a 3-year pledge of support for this new business. A lot of times we have new business come to town and we're there for the first month, but my vision is going to take 3 to 5 years to bear fruit as far as, it takes time for flowers and plants to grow, right? So I believe I can have this place better play next spring than it's been for any ever. I know that without a doubt, with myself. But it takes a little bit of time to create a destination. So I need you guys to support me for 3 years, not just the first month. And you need to eat at a restaurant. I need Donna to be successful. I need to get married on our golf course. I saved a few weddings from the farm here. My wife might get mad at me. I need a lot of members, okay? I need you to expect maybe we pay $500 more than what that golf course is worth that first year. Okay. I need $1 million from the community through lifetime memberships or other benefits. You get a nice brick or a nice concrete square named after you, propelling Alderbrook Golf Course for the next 100 years. And I need a partner who can contribute to the vision of making Alderbrook Golf Course a destination place. Okay, so I guess I have a few more things to say, but if somebody has some questions or comments or, is this possible? Will you help me?